That's how long we have until Lifesteal's border expands. Then our enemies will have access to brand new strongholds and they will be able to enter the end. So with that battle looming ahead of us, we've got to be prepared. We're the only team with access to the end right now, so we are going to create a secret end civilization, giving us everything we need for this battle. And then we're going to bring back a frozen ender dragon to create an unbreakable defense that will defeat any player that enters the end. So, with just 7 days left, everything we've built here must be moved to a new secret location. Rekka's already built the island itself, and my goodness, doesn't it look cool? More like Enderman civilization right now, isn't it? Anyway, let's get transporting. You know what? I'm going to do the hardest thing first. Villagers. Yes, this could be a nightmare. But hey, Minecraft did give us happy gas, so I think it's finally time I made use of them. Let's get this guy harnessed up.
What's up?
So, after Rekka literally swooped in, we then began moving the villagers.
Yeah, I think it is.
There we go. Just run away from those guys.
No, actually releasing the hound. Oh!
Have I got him?
You've got all of them.
Oh my
This is crazy. This is crazy.
What?
Yo, I have no idea what I'm doing. Whoa,
Working?
this is so cool.
Ta-da! Yeah, we had way too much fun with that. So with the villagers over there, Rek can build the civilization, and I'm going to build a mob switch, because the Endermen, yeah, they're becoming a bit problematic. I think this is going to be everything that I'm going to need, and the plan is to use shulkers from the shulker farm to fill up the mob cap. The shulkers are going into position. I'm then just going to send minecarts along, and then they will go along the minecart track and teleport onto the platform. So, the plan is working. We just need to send the shulkers in. And a viewer in my Twitch chat had the great idea that I could make it a massive loop, constantly picking up shulkers, then dropping them off at the mob switch, and then they'll come back round and pick up even more shulkers. And once I add a chunk loader right here, the mob switch is officially active, and we no longer have to worry about Endermen spawning in the end. Well, apart from this guy who's, you've got to go. And whilst I've been doing that, Rekka's been hard at work, and look at this. Doesn't it look nice? This is the beginning of End Civilization. A cool storage room. Oh man, this is great having somebody to organize me. So from there, I started breeding villagers and building a trading hall. But I then got a little bit too relaxed. Rise and shine. Yeah, clearly I couldn't be trusted with villagers. But you know what I can be trusted with? Wardens. So Rek grabbed my stuff and sent it through the end portal, and we decided that this could be a great opportunity to bring wardens to the end. So I need to find a stronghold that's near a deep dark, and I'm once again going to have to regenerate an end portal. Only this time I not only need to stop everyone else from getting through, I also have to get a load of wardens in. And I also really can't afford to be discovered, so I'm going invisible. I know I say this every time, but if anyone ever worked out that I was back in the overworld, then all of these strongholds would become very, very heavily guarded. I think my best bet is to dig... Okay, well, I'm at bedrock, so this one is not above a deep dark. But there's still 3 others that I can check. Okay, well, this one seems to have a dripstone caves below it, but there's no sign of a deep dark down here. Here we have stronghold number 3, which leads to an underwater cave. Okay, the underwater cave connects to a lush cave. There's also like 7 million diamonds. I feel like okay, this is perfect. For the first time ever, the diamonds led me to something useful. And so now, I just need to find a well-placed skulk shrieker. I also think it might be wise to instead wear my swift sneak leggings so that I can easily move around without activating anything. Oh my goodness, it's a dungeon. Do we go and check it out? Hello, good sir. Don't mind me, just here to I've activated one. I don't know where it is, but it's somewhere up there. Okay. Can I even get in this chest? There's nothing useful. Wait, if I shut it, is it going to activate? No, we're good. So I know there's a shrieker up there. I just can't activate it without breaking some blocks, which is Is that okay? We're good. But yeah, I can't really afford to mine to it. I mean, these caves do open up. Does it loop back round? I think it might do. Yes! There's the shrieker. Okay. Is it just one? No, there's 2. Right. Be very, very careful. I do not want to be dealing with wardens down here. At least not until I've properly set everything up that I need to. So I think this is a closed cave. So let's wall that off. If a warden does attack me, I don't think he can get out of there. And then I'm going to carefully mine up cobwebs so that I can get some wool and box in the shrieker. Oh my god, are you kidding me? I had one job. Okay, not to worry. Let's just go like that. I think... we should be safe just in case I'm going to get rid of this as well. And now I've just got to work out how to get wardens from this shrieker to the end portal, which is in that exact spot. 97 blocks away. Really, how hard can it be? I've successfully dug a tunnel which will connect, but I don't want anybody finding it, because then they'd know what I'm up to. And I can't get the wardens in until I've regenerated the chunk. So I'm going to leave this area for now and go out to grab all of the other items that I need to bring back to the end. Wreck has basically given me a massive list of things to get, and I'm going to start with gas tears, because if I'm going to create a trap using a frozen ender dragon, I'm going to need end crystals to summon one back in. And end crystals require gas tears. And at this point, I reckon that is enough gas tears. Yeah, 51. Perfect. Although whilst they're here, one more wouldn't hurt. Let's invis again. I'm not the only person online. And another very important and useful thing I need to get to be able to defend the end is loads and loads of obsidian. Now, whilst regular obsidian isn't something I have very much of, crying obsidian, I have plenty more, and that's just because it's a bit easier to get. So I'm going to start using this farm to get loads and loads of it. This is a decent amount of crying obby to take with me, and it'll be quite useful in the end. If I have time, I might come back for more, but right now, I need to head out and collect some of the other items on the list. Another thing I want to get more of to bring back to the end is netherite. So this fancy tunnel bore that created this massive tunnel is something that I want to build over here, facing in the other direction. So I'm going to mine out the area so that I can build it. And I've also got to be very careful because Pangi's online, and if he finds me, it will be a disaster. So it's something that I've kind of... Okay, well, that's not great. Well, yeah, when doing this, I've got to be so careful that I don't get caught. I've now successfully chiseled out the entire area, which means I've just got to mine up this one and then rebuild it over here. So this machine is basically just a massive automatic tunnel bore. And once I add these pieces of TNT, it is complete. Then to run it, I just need to add some items into the dropper, flick this lever, and it starts blowing up. Man, I'm taking damage. That's not ideal. And I also need to flick this lever as well. There we go. Okay, it should be working out. Let's not die. Instead, I'm going to get out of here and come back in about 37 minutes where there should be loads of netherite waiting for me. In the meantime, there's other things that Wreck wanted me to grab, such as a load more dirt for a melon farm, which, yeah, this one should be fairly easy, but with Pangi potentially still being on the hunt for me, I'm going to try and be careful and stay underground. Because, yeah, if he even sees me, he's going to tell the entire server, and then it's going to be basically impossible for me to get back to the end. I've just realized, and I didn't at the time, but Pangi tried to sleep in a bed. He's back as well. This is really, really bad. Pangi tried to sleep in a bed, and it won't have let him sleep, which means he knows that I'm in the overworld and not in the end, because if I was in the end, it would have let him sleep. This means that he's definitely on the hunt for me, and there's no way for me to prove... He's gonna thwart me. He knows that I am not in the end. This is the worst thing that could have happened, because if he'd have told if he tells anyone, then it's game over. Like, they're gonna guard the portals. Like, all they all have to do now is guard the portals and just log on when I log on. And it's game over. This is the worst thing that could have happened. I mean, maybe if I go back to the nether and he tries the bed test again, he's going to think maybe I've gone back to the end, but I don't know. And that's when he asked me if there was lag when he was sleeping in the bed. He knew exactly what he was doing. I definitely need to keep using the invis. This is a serious undercover mission, and Pangi knows too much, which means I need to act very, very, very fast. The shovel's nearly broken as well. I think at this point, surely I've got Wreck enough dirt. There's like 3 shulker boxes worth. Man, this is a disaster. This is so bad. He's not going to go anywhere either, is he? He is going to hunt me down, and I really, really cannot let him find me. I'm going to grab what few gapples I have, just in case he finds me, and it's almost time for me to go back to nether and grab a bunch of netherite, assuming Pangi hasn't broken that as well. The pressure is on. If he finds me, it's game over. Let's head through, see if this machine has worked. I hope in fact, let's get a turtle master, just in case something's gone wrong and I blow myself up. Are we good? I heard the blast. Please be okay. And the machine's kind of blown itself up. Did Pangi break it? Yeah, he definitely did. He's definitely loaded it, which is why it's blown itself up. This is not good. He's constantly on the hunt for me. I'll come back later to sort that. Right now, I need to head back out and get the other things. Oh my goodness, it's a thunderstorm as well. This is bad because the lightning is going to tell him that there's another player in the overworld. Basically, if lightning strikes and it's not in Pangi's render distance, then it means that there's another player in the overworld. Lightning is kind of OP for tracking players. I don't know if he knows that, but I can't risk it. I can't leave the nether whilst there's a thunderstorm. Man, how has all of this gone so wrong? It really is a disaster. But right now, I have no choice but to stay in the nether and stay hidden. I've successfully repaired the machine, so hopefully round 2 works and Pangi doesn't load it in again or sabotage. I also need to invis. If I forget invis and he spots me, I will never forgive myself. So let's put another 4 items in. Okay, well, the machine is off. Let's not get blown up. And let's continue very sneakily collecting the other needed resources. The team is getting online. Shame I'm dimensions away. Recrap did also want more cocoa beans and more jungle saplings, so I'm going to grab a bunch of them. I've also managed to get a crazy amount of gold from this farm. Oh my goodness, it's getting a little crowd on here. I should probably be staying invis. I know Pangi knows I'm in the overworld, but I can't have anyone else finding out. But yeah, if I head through this portal and then hopefully avoid getting spotted, I can dig down here. And once I go through this portal, if the machine has worked and hey, it's not blown itself up, that means I'll have a tunnel which is thousands of blocks long to collect up netherite. I don't know how much I'm going to get or if I'm going to explore the whole thing just yet. But if I can at least get enough for my entire team to have netherite, then it'll be perfect. I am still staying invisible as well, because whilst I kind of feel safe down here, I still feel like more and more players are going to find out from Pangi that I'm no longer in the end, and that they're all going to hunt me down. So, right now I've got 22 ancient debris, and I'm going to get busy collecting up as much as I can. I can see the end of the tunnel up ahead, and I have managed to get a grand total of almost 4 stacks of ancient debris. That is not bad. And I think now my priority is to get back to the end as quickly as I can. I still need to build a machine that's going to send the wardens through and regenerate the chunk. And with players actively looking for me, I do not have much time. I've already taken the time to grab all of the needed bookcases, and there's still loads of ink right here which will be very, very useful. And with loads of those all filled, all I need to do now is grab the feathers and we will be ready. The feather farm is just up ahead. What the heck? No! No! It's been griefed! No way! I need to save the eggs! Oh my goodness, this is bad. Is there any eggs left? There is still eggs left. Oh my goodness. Who the heck has griefed the farm? Who has done this? This is really, really bad. There is some feathers here, but I need a lot of feathers. We're talking 4.5 shulker boxes. I'm hoping I can salvage everything by using the eggs. Somebody has come and poured lava down as well. They're onto me. They know I'm trying to get back, and they're trying to stop me. This is very, very bad. And if I repair the farm, they're gonna know. They're gonna know that I'm here. Okay, there's just eggs everywhere. This is a disaster. I think my plan just has to be to salvage as many of these eggs before they despawn. But that is a race against time. Oh my goodness, I've just seen the eggs disappear before my eyes. I've placed some chests over here. I'm just thinking if I can fill these as well. But if I repair the farm to get the feathers, they're gonna know. They're gonna know exactly what I'm up to, and they're gonna stop me. I knew everything was going far too smoothly. I mean, I've salvaged quite a few eggs, and I think realistically, my smartest move is to salvage some of these hoppers. And there's a few feathers in the hoppers, not a crazy amount, but that'll do. Oh man, they destroyed every single one of my cobwebs. I'm gonna have to build a new feather farm in a new completely secret location. And with it seeming that more and more players know exactly what I'm up to, this is a bit of a race against time. I also have barely any cobwebs. I need more of them, which is why I'm going to very, very quickly use this cobweb farm. Alright, at this point, I think I've got all of the cobwebs that I'm gonna need. And now I need to very quickly and carefully find a new secret location to build another feather farm. And I'm thinking if I just dig underground, I can then secretly build it inside the walls. Then no one knows what I'm up to, and nobody will be able to grief and destroy it either. It's going to be very similar to the last one. Basically, the chickens are going to fall through the cobwebs. And then by the time they reach the bottom, they will be fully grown up, and I'll be able to use looting at the bottom to collect the feathers. I'm just going to go with 4 dispensers instead of 8, so it's not quite as laggy. And with that, the machine has started. So all that's left to do now is fill the entire thing with eggs, and then all the chickens can start spawning, and I can get all of the feathers that I need. Perfect. Operation Get All of the Feathers has now been successful. And now I can finally begin Operation Get the Wardens to the end. I've managed to gather up all of the needed items, and I've got to remember to keep staying invis. Young Will has left the game. I didn't even realize he was online. Oh my goodness, he must have come online when I wasn't looking. And he said, ladies and gentlemen. My goodness, I thought I was online by myself. Hopefully he thinks I'm in the end and doesn't come back, but I am going to have to act fast. At this point, I don't know what's worse, trying to survive on Lifesteal without getting found, or having to very, very carefully work with wardens. Oh my goodness, I went out to get some wool and ice, and this is one of the rarest drowns that you can possibly get. I feel like it'd be wrong to kill him. I'm going to name tag him so he stays alive. Now, the first thing that must be done when building this is the area needs to be spawn proofed. If any wardens spawn where they're not supposed to, it will be a massive disaster. I should be safe from anything spawning because there's a block on top. Now let's just add all of the redstone and keep spawn proofing as we go. Don't feel like I'm working with a lot of room, but this is where the water is going to spawn. This right here is going to be the place that the wardens get pushed up. See how it's an automatic staircase because of the fence? The water on top of... Oh my goodness, have I sprung a leak? We're okay. But yeah, the water here completes this part of the farm. And now I just need to create a tunnel upwards, which will lead the wardens right to the stronghold. The system that moves them along is going to be very, very simple. It's just water followed by pressure plates to split them up. In fact, I'm actually going to change them to signs because I feel like the noise of the pressure plate might distract the wardens and I just don't want any problems. Now to mine up all of this so that they've definitely got plenty of headroom, and I've flooded everything. You know what? Obviously, I've overdone it. So the machine is completely set and ready, but I can't do anything until the chunk has been completely regenerated. And that's where the stress can start to set in. Because not only do I have to regenerate the chunk and go to the end without anybody logging in, I then have to send a load of wardens through and hope so much that it works. So I've begun by digging to the bottom of the chunk. Then I'm going to get to work placing down 75 barrels and 90 hoppers. And then I can turn everything into ridden books and fill up this chunk. All of them are now in, as you can see. Books galore, and this is where I have to act fast. And this right now is a time where if anybody logs on, I'm in big trouble. This really is where I have to be quick. People have been logging on all day, which is not good. But if anybody does come online, they'll know exactly what I'm up to. The reason for that is because of this chunk loader, which is necessary for the plan. It's going to keep the chunks loaded. It's going to make the server laggy for everyone else. But if I can just make it to where all of the books are at above the nether without having to deal with too much lag, then this is completely possible. What on earth? It's raining. Okay, I've really glitched this out. But yeah, as we speak, Minecraft's memory is being overloaded, and after a few attempts, that stronghold should regenerate. Server's just stopped. Okay, that's the first crash. And now I've just got to wait for the server to come back online. Okay, it's come back up. I'm trying to log in, and here we go again. I'm going to try it a couple more times. Recrap left the game. What? Was Recrap online? No, like this is a bad time. But yeah, I usually like to do this 2 or 3 times. It very rarely works first time. Take 2, it's crashed again. Alright, it's back on. I can hear rain. I've successfully rejoined. I'm going to risk it, guys. This setup almost always works within the first 2 attempts. Man, I wonder if my Riptide would work here. Anyway, yeah, there's going to be plenty other people that are going to start coming online. It's prime time for the Americans right now. I just need to hope that this has worked. So, straight in. Let's follow it round down here. Is it blocked? Okay. I think this has worked. If it's blocked up, okay, I don't remember which way it is. I think it's this way. Is it just down? Oh my goodness, guys. Look at this. Okay, perfect. It did work second attempt. Now comes the stressful part because it is time for Operation Get Wardens to the End. JPEX has joined. No. Oh no. It's fine that there's no lag, but it's gonna make a noise when I activate the portal, and he's gonna know. I'm glad I got it done just before I logged on, but this is not good if he finds this. He's asked about a wool farm, so I've showed him the location. Okay, that's kind of a good thing, but I've still got to somehow light this portal. I don't think he's suspicious, but worst case, if it does go wrong, I've got plenty of materials. And also, someone called Myron got in touch with me and explained that you can basically just drop the TNT onto an end portal frame, and you'll get 9 headless pistons. Let me show you how it works. And if you're wondering who Myron is, he's the same guy that came up with the falling block tech, which I used to get a command block in survival. If everything's gone to plan, when I pull this lever, every single piston, yep, it activates. And if you then pull this lever and activate the TNT, you get all 9 headless pistons. And I now just completely feel like I'm at a crossroads. As long as JPEX is online, I can't activate this. It would be stupid because all players can then hear it. So I need for him to log off somehow, just for a minute. In fact, not even a minute. 10 seconds is all I need. I need him to just relog. And in that time, I just need to fill this in. I guess in the meantime, at the very least, I can build the rest of the water system that's going to push the wardens down and send them straight to the end. Man, this is just a waiting game. I literally just have to stay here and guard this. This really is a waiting game. I could risk it, but I'm afraid he'll tell his teammates or someone else what I'm up to. If loads of people start logging on, it's just not worth the risk. I could try crashing the server, but again, I think that's suspicious. There's just no way out of this, is there? I have my name tags ready for the wardens. I want 100, and you get one every 10 seconds, which means it's going to take me 16 minutes to spawn them all. If I activate this and he starts looking, There's no way I can do it in 16 minutes. So I think to begin with, I'm going to plug up this hole. And at the very least, maybe I can spawn the wardens. And then when they're all ready, activate the portal and send them through. It's very, very risky. But in reality, it might be the only way. I'm going to use an arrow system so that I can be name tagging the wardens as they spawn. So they're going to come all the way along here. And if I add a piston system, which will allow me to retract those blocks just by flicking this lever, and then the wardens can come down. This might just work. It's very, very risky. But hey, we've got to do it. In the meantime, Recrap's been hard at work and he's built something to receive the wardens. So I hope he's done his job correctly. Otherwise, this is not going to work. I've also added a tunnel for me directly from the stronghold to the farm. This is definitely way, way more stressful than I intended it to be. What? Oh no. Are we good? I think we're okay, but that's not good. Because the next time that activates, it's definitely spawning a warden. So I need to be ready. I've got the name tags. Let's remove the wool. And I'm pretty sure I just need to shoot an arrow right about here. Okay, it should be working. We should start getting wardens. Yes. Okay, okay. Name tag him. Okay, we got him. He is gone up and he's name tagged. Okay, we're good. And we've just got to do this 100 times. My little contraption also hasn't quite worked as intended, so I may just have to start going up and down the stairs every time, which could be a little awkward. I think I need repeaters for it, realistically, and I'm not going to do that. Let's just keep naming them. Let's just keep going up and down the stairs and keep naming them. All right, I feel like this takes nerves of steel, but as long as they go up the water, I'm fine. I hear it in another place. Where's it spawned? Where is that warden spawned? I hear it in the walls. There must have been something above me that I didn't account for. It's okay. I just need to move away, not get found, and hopefully he'll just crawl back into the ground. I wonder if I properly spawn-proofed underneath me. I wonder if it could spawn maybe over here. They can't spawn on water, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, to be honest, these blocks were probably in range. I think I might be okay now. And I'll be completely honest, guys. I am hating every minute of this. And to spawn them all, it's going to take me like 20 minutes. If I get out of this unscathed, it will be a miracle. Like, I've got to go right next to it. I can just hear non-stop warden noises. I guess if JPEX even flies over, he'll probably get the darkness effect and detect the wardens. That's not good either. I feel like everything about this spells trouble. But hey, if I want to keep everybody else out of the end and defend end civilization, then yeah, this is exactly what I've got to do. I feel like I've gone up and down these stairs so many times, but there is now less than 50 to go, which means I am past halfway, and I'm still absolutely terrified. All right, just one left now. So close to the end of this nightmare, and there we go. See you later. All right, here goes nothing. JPEX is still online. He doesn't seem to be going anywhere. The noise is insane. I've got darkness. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and active. He's gonna know. Here we go. Let's just move away. Are they going in? I think they are. I think it's working, guys. Okay, I need to not anger them, but I think it's working. At this point, JPEX knows I've opened an end portal. He could tell his teammates they could come online at any time, but my goodness. Have they all gone through? I think I don't know. I don't hear any. I don't have darkness. Maybe. Just maybe it worked and they're all in. I hope Recrab did a good job on the other side. And at this point, I too can go to the end. But you know what? I'm not going. I'm not leaving. No, because wardens are just the start of my plan. Because there's something else I want to try that, yes, is risky. Yes, I don't even know if it's possible, but if I pull this off, then it will be impossible for anyone to ever enter the end. And so Recrap can deal with those wardens because I have much, much bigger fish to fry. I've also gone ahead and turned this into a fully working warden farm, which is pretty effective. And it's also getting me lots of skull catalysts too. Yeah, skull catalysts are pretty useful for XP on the go that's kind of cheaper than XP bottles. I'm going to stay invisible. I have every reason to think JPEX is AFK. He hasn't responded to me saying hello or anything, but I do have to still be very, very careful. Now, what reason could I possibly have for staying here and not going back? Well, ultimately, Lifesteal has some of the strongest Minecraft players on it. And I've got to try absolutely everything that I can if I'm going to successfully keep them out of the end. And you know what's pretty powerful in traps? Mining fatigue. But there is one issue. Recrab took out every single Elder Guardian in the entire Lifesteal world. There are no Elder Guardians left. Great work, Rek. We could have done with one of them. However, I feel like at this point I have mastered chunk regeneration. And I think maybe, just maybe, I can regenerate an Elder Guardian and bring it to the end. It's very risky because just 48 hours remain until the border expands. We don't have long left as a team to get set up, but the reward is high. Yes, this is very high risk, high reward. Oh my goodness, somebody's drained. Is this Prince Zam? He's drained an entire monument. What is even in... Oh, hello, villagers. Never mind. That is cool. Imagine if I regenerated one of those chunks. Okay, I'm not going to be that mean. But that does worry me a little bit, because if Zam logs on, he's probably going to be around this area, which is not ideal. However, right here, there is a stronghold. It's a stronghold I've never been to before. I was just given the coordinates by Rek. And as you can see, the portal is not entirely in one chunk. If I regenerate a chunk, it's not going to bring back these ones. However, this is the only block that's been removed. I'm pretty sure if I just regenerate this chunk I'm stood in, the portal will work and nobody will see that coming. They're all checking out the ones that are all in one chunk. So that's my idea. And look what is right next to the stronghold, a monument. If I can regenerate an Elder Guardian in this monument, I can take it to the end. I did some very careful planning. I scoured this map and I believe that this is the perfect opportunity. This right here, the chunk I'm stood in, is the one that I'm going to regenerate. Which chunk you regenerate depends on the rotation of the monument. So because this one is facing east, this is the one that will bring the Elder Guardian back. If I regenerate this chunk, we won't get an Elder Guardian. I'm hoping my research is correct. I've never done this before, so there's no guarantees it'll work. But I have to try. So I'm going to start by making a tunnel from here to the stronghold. I'm going to start by drying the place out just because I'm sick of drowning and it's going to take quite a bit of work. And the Elder Guardian is going to spawn right here. So if I add powered rails, these are not going to regenerate because they're outside the chunk. And in theory, this minecart should instantly pick him up. From there, I'm going to get the minecart track to go down underground. Need to stay in base. I'm very close. I don't want anyone to know what I'm up to. I'm very close to the surface. But now it's just a case of dig a tunnel straight to the stronghold. I do it in this shape because if there's blocks on either side, that will mean that the Elder Guardian will suffocate as he's going along. And yeah, we really don't want that. I feel like I've been mining for ages. We've made it into the stronghold. I don't know if I want to go in right now. The portal's like in that direction. I've broken through. Perfect. I just need to make it so that the Elder Guardian is above the portal. At the moment, we're a little bit low. I'm pretty sure this should be safe. It certainly feels like a very, very long tunnel. And now the final step in this plan is to add loads of rails. The Elder Guardian will fall down there. And because it's a mob in a minecart, it's going to have its own momentum, so I'm not really going to need a load of powered rails. I'm just going to mainly add them at the corners just to be safe. And there we have it. Everything is ready. It is fully connected. I need to regenerate this chunk, and I need to regenerate the Elder Guardian chunk. The first things first, I'm going to start with a chunk loader right here. And then I've got to go and collect the rest of my feathers, ink, and books. I'm regenerating this chunk dangerously close to spawn, which does worry me a little bit. But surely no one, and I mean no one, is expecting me to regenerate an ocean monument to get an Elder Guardian. Like, I just don't think anyone sees that coming. It's very nice to be back to the stash so soon. Just remembered, I stashed it all somewhere else safely. This really is not the time for going to the wrong places for materials. But yeah, I safely hit the barrel right down here. There we go. All of the feathers and ink and books are completely safe. Oh my goodness, this nearby farm has an allay in it. I could steal this allay. All right, SP, calm down. Let's not do too much at once. This is what I mean by portable XP, by the way. Look at how my Elytra's durability is going up as I mine this. And that way I can save the XP bottles for the important redstone battles. So this right here is the chunk that I'm going to regenerate. Let's dig down, I suppose. That's the only way this is going to work. I'm digging all the area out for where the books are going to go at stone level just to save me a bit of time. Unfortunately, I was a little short on wood to make all the barrels. The last thing I need right now, isn't it, when I'm in a bit of a rush? But these 5 stacks should get me back on track. So I'll very quickly get all of these barrels and hoppers placed down, and these bats are really getting in the way. Mission accomplished. That's all set up and ready. All the items to be turned into books are ready in these shulkers. So once again, I'm going to get busy making all of the books. And now with all of them in, I can get the chunk regenerated. I'm hoping I've got the right one that's going to get an Elder Guardian. And I'm assuming JPEX is AFK. I really hope he is. Because he's not responding and I really can't sit around and wait for him to log off. This is a real time crunch before all of the Americans start logging on. Alright, you know the drill. Let's use these chunks to overload the memory. Then I need to head back as quickly as I can. And hopefully, A, I got a successful chunk regen. And B, let's hope that there is a Guardian there. If there is an Elder Guardian, then this has worked perfectly. There it is up ahead. It's entirely possible I've regenerated the wrong chunk because I've never fully done this before, but please Come on. Has it regenerated? Has it worked? It's worked! We've got one. Okay, don't die now, SB Guardians. We've got one. Okay, it's go time. I'm going to quickly swim inside and turn this off. I don't think the Elder Guardian can get me. Okay, he's fine. This really is huge. I just love it when a plan actually comes together. But remember, I'm not out of the woods yet. This will all be in vain if I can't successfully regenerate this portal now. I've never even tested it. I'm assuming bringing this back means the portal will work, but like I say, I don't actually know that. So once again, I'm going to build a chunk loader, and then I'll dig straight down and fill up the entire chunk. From there, I can overload the server's memory. Guys, a lot has happened, but Pangi is right there. I hadn't recorded a bunch of stuff. I've just been AFK near. I think he's found all of my stuff. There's been loads of lag spikes. He's leaving. Everything was going smoothly, and now he's ruining it. He's come through this portal. I turned this chunk loader off. He's turned it on. I've got an idea. I don't know if he's trying to regenerate the chunk. If I make it look like the chunk loader broke by just... Oh, the chunk loader's not going to work anymore, and he's going to think, oh, this is perfect. I mean, there's no way he can work out how to do this. There's plenty of things that I haven't told anyone that I know about. So I don't think he'll do it, but he's up to something. If he's found that stronghold, he's probably found my Elder Guardian. He's probably killed it. I don't want to go out and check, but yeah, this is very, very bad. I think I need to get some invis. Let's just grab loads of it. We need to be as careful as possible, and I just need to monitor the lag, I guess. Oh my goodness. The server's just crashed. He's trying it. He's trying to regen the chunk, and I've disabled the chunk loader so it won't work. Alright, the server's back up, and I know that the chunk has not regenerated because I disabled the chunk loader. I just gotta watch him. Wait, I should have just gone through after getting the wardens. Maybe the Elder Guardian was a step too far. Look at all these people online. Pangi was on for a second, and he logged back off. Oh my goodness, he's done it again. I mean, the chunk loader's not working, and they don't realize, so I'm sure it's fine, but what if it isn't? At this point, everybody has logged off. It's 1 a.m. for me right now. And realistically, oh my goodness, they found the rails as well. Okay, the chunk is still like that. The question is, has the Elder Guardian been found? I'd assume so, because they seem to have dug around quite a lot. Yeah, literally, I've spent 10 hours today doing this, and the Elder Guardian is gone. The only Elder Guardian that was on the server. Oh, hey, I got some free sponge. So that means that everything that I've done in these last few days has to be done again. There's about 30 hours till the border expands. If anybody logs on, I guess word's going to get out that they know what I'm doing. And there's literally only one way I'm going to pull this off. I'm going to stay up all night, and I'm not going to stop until it is done. Disasters happen. That's just one of those things. But there's nothing I can do about that. And I am not gonna let anything stop me. Sleep will have to wait, because it is time to lock in. Oh my goodness, we've done it. That was an absolute mission, but the chunk is here. I hope the portal works after all that. I am so tired. There's no one online right now. If somebody logs on, like, if Pilly logs on, it's GG. That would just be the worst thing ever. Probably before doing this, I think I need to make the headless pistons. As much as I've already done this loads of times, it still doesn't get any less stressful. What I really need right now is for this to just work first time. I don't think that one's going to work, but we'll see. Oh, it did! Let's go. Okay, right now, I just need to set my spawn. Then light the portal. Oh my goodness, I can get back to the end. This is where it's very, very risky now. We need the Elder Guardian to just fall down that hole right there. I also forgot about the wardens. Please don't be wardens. I need to go through. Okay. Wreck. You've done a madness here. What has he done? Whoa. Oh my goodness, there's loads. Has he got all the wardens away that are nearby? Hopefully they're far away enough. I need to build some sort of system that will allow me to collect the Elder Guardian. I'm not sure which one it is. Look at this. He's been busy in the end, by the way. Let's head back through. We're out of the end, but that's fine. Still no one's online. Please. Okay, this is the block that the Elder Guardian is going to spawn on. So all being well, I'll be able to break this block. It'll come through and be safely placed right there. This should be fine. So if I put it there, I'll be able to move it if I need to, but right now I'm not going to move it at all. All right, let's do this. This next bit is going to be very, very stressful, but I just need to get the Elder Guardian. Don't die, SB. Oh my goodness. Don't. There's rushing and then there's that. I also somehow managed to not have a mine. No, wait, it's in a minecart. That's fine. The Elder Guardian is in a minecart. We're good. I'm going as fast as I can. Do I have swiftness in my inventory? I do not. Okay, let's not worry about that then. Let's just go as fast as we can. Still no one's online. Mining fatigue. Oh, that's annoying. It's not the end of the... No, it is the end of the world. No, because I need to break a block. And I got mining fatigue. I have a bucket of water. We need a cow. This is absolutely the worst time for this. Cow, give me milk. Come on. Yes. Let's do that. We'll grab another one for the road. Who cares about water being everywhere? I don't. If I can get those mushrooms to the end, that would be amazing. I don't know if I can, but I might try it. Okay. Place that there. He's off. Okay. Hopefully he lives the journey. That's the biggest worry here, that I've done something wrong and he doesn't survive, but I've tested everything. He should go down. Why did he not go down? He's supposed to stop too soon. I have to try and spleef it. I've got mining fatigue. This is going wrong. So I need to drink this, take the hit from him. No, don't hit him. Get down. Please tell me he's going down. He's gone. Okay, sweet. He should just carry on then. I fear he might not go into the end as well because of this. I'm getting more milk. I think that's crucial. Let's just get the Elder Guardian in. I'm going to try and be brave with the flying. Let's go as fast as we can because we need it. Has he got stuck? Is he still going? He's still going. Okay, that's great. We're very, very close. I can take mining fatigue right now because I've got milk. Please, I've gone into the end. I don't think he will have done. I think I'm going to have to break a block. He's in. Okay. Right. We need to go in. And then we need to break the block. Okay, this is so close. We're going to drink this milk, and then we're going to go for it. Come on, please be the block. Be the block. Oh, it's not that block. He's moved. Okay, this is a risk of everything now. But if I can just get him to go there, then it is mission accomplished. Come on. Come on. Yes. Please. Stay there now. Oh, SB, you've done it. You've done it. Come on. Oh, I have to get a cow, though, because if we ever get mining fatigue in the end, we need a source of milk, right? Is that risky? Oh, okay, I don't even have the stuff. I'm going to grab that shulker. I'm going to grab that shulker. I can't mine anything up, which is a bit annoying. In fact, we can grab an ender chest and a crafting table. I have a plan. Rather than risking it and taking ages and trying to get a mushroom... Okay, let's just be careful here. Why don't I instead... Careful, SB. But yeah, why don't I instead just get loads of milk? Come on, SB, you're so close. Loads of buckets. That should hopefully be enough, all right? We're just going to go crazy. You move over here. Oh, I've locked him in a loop somehow. He's turning, and this is like a proper milk farm. Just build it on the fly. And now I'm just going to fill shulkers with all of this. Perfect. Honestly, I am more than happy. Nearly 5 shulker boxes worth. That is... It's going to be more than what we need. I understand that there's potentially more things that we could get and bring, but honestly, the last 2 days trying to get this Elder Garden to the end have just been so stressful and such a nightmare that I am just not risking it. If I can successfully pull this off, then I will be very, very happy because it will leave us with an amazing chance in the end of keeping everybody out. And I won't be leaving again, by the way. This is it. Once I'm in, I'm in. Everything that needs to be chunk loaded is chunk loaded. So let's flick this lever and head on through. We have made it to the end. We have locked it behind us. We have an Elder Guardian. We have over 100 wardens. It looks like all of the storage has been moved across. And so all I'm missing now is an Ender Dragon, which I'm also going to use some cool tech to freeze. More importantly, oh my goodness, look at End Civilization. It is thriving. And I tell you what I am going to do. That bed, let's get that in the void. SB is not allowed near beds anymore in the end. Look at this. Rex built a massive melon and pumpkin farm. It's his speciality, I suppose. And the inside of... Oh, wow. This is cool. We've got storage down there. Bamboo up here. Wow, this is awesome. I don't really know where Rekrat wants me to put everything, so I'm just going to fill it up there. Oh my goodness, the trading hall. He's done it. He's finished it. He's completed my work. Hey, all the beds have gone. Good idea. Wow, this is awesome. And it goes out to a sugarcane farm. Oh my goodness, look at this. It's cool the way he's just added a staircase. Cactus farm. How cool is this? It's an iron farm that Minitech built. And look at that. Loads of iron. We get poppies. We get all sorts of good stuff. I don't know what the endstone's doing there. You know what? I'll take it away. I did some serious organizing down here. Put the music discs in nicely and... Look at my ender chest. I've organized everything into its own chunk as well. And honestly, guys, I'm just really, really hyped to add more stuff to End Civilization. Like, the trading hall is insane. I know I'm banned from them. I won't go near them. And the outside is very, very cool as well. I'm not going to interfere. I think Rex still working on it. There's little stuff like stone farms. Look at this. Oh, I didn't even see this before. And I do have everything that I need to respawn the Ender Dragon, which is going to cause a lot of destruction. But ideally, I want to do it with my team. And I need to make sure the wardens are out of harm's way. I need to make sure the Elder Guardian is far away enough. I have some of the most powerful tools at my disposal to make sure nobody else can get to the end when the border expands. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to defend End Civilization.